blog, Don't Call It Bollywood, and today I want to talk about Jab Hari Met Sejal is on YouTube. Why? How? How was this so fast? So there's three reasons that I see for why Jab Hari Met Sejal was released streaming so very, very quickly after it came out in theaters, actually less than a month after it came out in theaters. The first reason is piracy, and this is a smart reason to do it. The best prevention for piracy is to let people have the exact same thing, but legally. Because I don't know about you, but I'm perfectly willing to pay $2, $3 for a legal, clean version of something if it's available at the same time as the illegal version. I'm not going to pick free and poor quality if legal and high quality is there. So that's a good reason in general that these streaming releases are getting, and DVD releases, are getting closer and closer and closer to the actual film release date, with the assumption being that people are just videoing the film in theaters anyway and making poor quality prints online. Why not put a good quality print out there and make some money off of it? The second reason is, I suspect, the Netflix deal that Red Chillies has. As I'm sure you know, there's a lot of publicity about this. Red Chillies signed an exclusive deal with Netflix. Netflix and Amazon Prime right now are locked in a streaming war in India, particularly based on content, because that's really the only battlefield they can have. The ease and convenience and so on is identical for the two systems. So Red Chillies signed an exclusive deal with Netflix, I want to say almost a year ago now, which means all of the back catalog of films they own the rights to, and any new films they make will be available exclusively on Netflix. So Netflix wants to take advantage of this. They want people to say, oh, I'm going to sign up for Netflix because that's where I can see Shahruk's new movie. But they also don't want to leave any money on the table if there's money available from streaming. So it seems as though they've created a two-part release structure. The first part, what's going on right now, there's a Netflix affiliate that is making the film available on YouTube. So they can get those $2, $3 from people renting the film on YouTube. And then I'm sure within 2 or 3 weeks, it will be available on Netflix for free, or at least free to all Netflix subscribers. So Netflix wants to make it available as fast as possible on their streaming service, but also wants to still have a window in there where people might pay to see it a little bit sooner. So that's why they would want it to be available extremely fast. So it's on Netflix within 6 weeks, but there's still a 2-week window in there when you'd have to buy it. And then the third reason is, of course, it did so terribly in theaters. This is a film that really rewards rewatching and close watching, which is not the best kind of film for a typical Indian theater. You've got children, you've got people coming in and out. It's just not the best place for it. So if I were Red Chillies and I was smart, I would look at this movie and say, okay, the theater's already awash. It's not going to make any more money in theaters, even though it's still playing in some places. We're going to do a limited online release. It's still not available online in Europe and some other markets where I assume it's still playing in theaters. But in places like America, where it is still playing in maybe one theater somewhere, you can watch it online already, which is really smart because there's people out there who are desperate to watch and rewatch this film, and they will immediately purchase it on the internet, as I did. And then there's other people who heard the bad word of mouth, aren't willing to see it in theaters, but might be willing to try it streaming and may discover that they love it once they watch it in their living room paying close attention. Anyway, that's why I think there's 3 reasons for this quick release: anti-piracy, Netflix trying to get in a pay window before the free streaming window, and the film is going to do better online than it did in theaters. There's one final thing that I find really interesting. In general, I think this is the shortest streaming to theatrical release window I've seen for a major release, Indian or otherwise. And it's possible that in this instance, Red Chillies is actually ahead of the market. I would love to see this become the trend more and more and more and more, rather than constantly trying to pull down the pirates that you'll never be able to stop. Just give us a legal option as soon as the film's out of theaters for a way we can see it on our own. Anyway, that's what I think. If you agree, if you disagree, if you have anything you want to comment on, hop on over to my blog, Don't Call It Bollywood, and leave me a message there. Thanks. Bye.